The history of northern Minnesota is grounded in the arts and culture of those who settled here. Immigrants brought more than 17 languages and ethnic backgrounds together into the melting pot known as the Iron Range. Merging the heritage of Finns, Swedes, Italians, Eastern Europeans, and so many other nationalities has laid the groundwork for a strong cultural community. The many opera houses and theaters constructed in the small towns across the range became the entertainment venues of our local communities. The arts brought folks and theatrical groups, choirs, and orchestras together with appreciative audiences for entertainment as well as a shared form of communication and cultural exchange. Present-day visual artists, writers, and musicians hold tight to those treasured traditions so they won't become lost in contemporary society. Today, the arts continue to be a means to carry and express personal histories as well as create visions for the future. The Lyric Opera House has a long history of community gatherings, presentations by local and touring performers, vaudeville, and movies. The building, originally built in 1912 and designed by Ellerby Round and Sullivan, was more than just an entertainment hall. It also housed the local YMCA, a radio station, the VFW, and several retail businesses. After several years providing a stage for music and theater, the Opera House was converted into a movie palace and the name changed to the State Theater. It continued to provide a home for entertainment and community gatherings into the mid-1950s. Today, the building is owned by the Laurentian Arts and Cultural Alliance, or LACA. This nonprofit organization wants to see this fine old building become a major asset to the future of the Quad Cities area as a lyric center for the arts. Since 1998, LACA has been working on long-range planning and has been gathering strategic information to make the renovation of the Lyric Center for the Arts a success. In 2006, LACA took the first steps toward this goal by remodeling a small portion of the Lyric Center into gallery and performance space. The gallery opened in June 2006 with an exhibit benefiting the Regional Artists Relief Fund. Between the opening exhibit and November 2007, over 50 visual artists and 30 performing artists have taken advantage of this space. In addition, the Lyric Center has hosted 20 poetry readings, as well as lectures, meetings, and workshops. It is also home to the Small Parts Players Regional Children's Theater Company, which rehearses and performs there. This is a great first step for the Lyric Center for the Arts. However, these activities have already outgrown the space available. The need for space dedicated to the arts is imperative. The audience has appreciated it, and our area artists need it. Of equal significance is the effect that having a Center for Arts and Culture has on the community. The impact of the arts in a community is difficult to put into words. A 2006 study of the economic impact of nonprofit arts organizations found that the nonprofit arts and culture are a significant industry in the Arrowhead region, one that generates over $31.1 million in local economic activity. In our region, arts organizations support over 900 full-time jobs, generating about $17 million in household income. This economic impact study sends a strong signal that when we support the arts and culture, we not only enhance our quality of life, but also invest in the Arrowhead region's economic well-being. In our area alone, arts attendees spend an average of $28 per person over the cost of admissions. When we host local arts events, these dollars stay in our community. In addition, arts organizations such as LACA support local retail establishments for office, building, and supplies. The arts, a driving force in the Arrowhead's economy, demonstrates that investing in arts and culture yields significant economic benefits. The findings also lay to rest a common misconception that communities support the arts and culture at the expense of local economic development. This report shows conclusively that the arts are a driving force in the Arrowhead region's economy. The impact is felt across the state as well. Lanesboro, Fergus Falls, New York Mills, Austin, St. Cloud, cities across Minnesota have found that arts centers have played an integral part in their successful revitalization.
You know, today the Iron Range is poised to see a very, very real resurgence in economic activity with the steel and other industry and energy projects that are soon coming off the writing and drafting boards and becoming an actual physical presence in our community. These types of opportunities are going to provide not only short-term temporary jobs, but full-time permanent jobs, you know, for years to come. And along with a growing economy like this, we really do need to invest in health services and education and a whole lot more. And this includes the creative community. In order to attract and hold these leaders that will be relocating to the area, we need to invest in the arts from a community standpoint and really build our arts network here in the area.
The Lyric Center for the Arts is poised to be the center for that network. Now is the time to invest in our local future by contributing to the next stage in the center's growth. With your donations toward the $20,000 needed to complete concept design work, the Lyric Center will be able to secure the necessary visual tools to continue development. The need is there to equip the remainder of the Lyric Center for larger venues. The extraordinary demand for use of the first stage has demonstrated this need. For example, as home to Small Parts Players Regional Children's Theater Company, the approximately 30 young actors attract audiences that far exceed the available seating space. Performing artists who would like to perform in this acoustic space often require greater financial compensation than the limited number of available tickets can provide. More seating space will allow us to feature a wider spectrum of talent. Visual artists are waiting in line to be able to exhibit in our gallery. As of November 2007, the gallery space is already booked for the next full year. The shell of the Lyric Center for the Arts is there, just waiting to reach its potential and meet the needs of our arts community. Upon completion of the total facility, the Lyric Center will provide a 500-seat accessible venue for music and theater productions, a grand ballroom, lounge, meeting and classroom spaces, and a state-of-the-art gallery. With the overwhelming support of the communities of the Quad Cities and beyond, LACA has been successful in completing the first phase of the conceptual design work with architects from Hamill, Green, and Abramson. Planning and investigative work is accomplished. Now is the time for you to partner with the Lyric Center for the Arts by funding the $20,000 needed to complete concept design drawings and set the stage for a major capital campaign. As a donor to this monumentous project, you will be recognized among those who share a vision for our community as a hub for cultural activity on the Iron Range, a vision that will foster creative development in our children, offer artistic opportunities that enrich the lives of residents of all ages, and create a magnet for those visiting our region to appreciate the extraordinary talent of our local artists and musicians. Your donation is an important step towards successfully bringing this vision to life.